Okay, so in this video, we're going to be talking about college football coaches that are on the hot seat in 2025. And I'm going to name them by Power 4 conference. And I'm going to tell you which one is definitely more likely getting fired. So let's start with the SEC, and that's Mark Stoops from Kentucky. Before Mark Stoops came to Kentucky, Kentucky was a shitty-ass program. They've been down in the dumps, irrelevant, near bottom of the barrel of the SEC, but not Vanderbilt level. But since Mark Stoops been there, he's had Kentucky going into the right direction. He had 2 10-win seasons, and they won like 7 or 8 games a year. And since that 10-win season, they've been regressing. They had 2 seasons where they went 7-6. Last year, 4-8. And I do not see Kentucky having a good year. They got a brutal schedule. They only got maybe 3-4 winnable games this year. I don't see Mark Stoops turning Kentucky around this year. They don't recruit well. And talent-wise, they may have some talent, and they are a physical team. It's just I don't see Kentucky winning more than 3 or 4 games this year. And Mark Stoops, I do see getting fired this year. Another coach is Sam Pittman at Arkansas, which I think Sam Pittman's a good coach. It's just not working out at Arkansas. His best season was in 2021, where they went 9-4, and they had one of the most brutal schedules in college football and the SEC. I kind of don't see how Arkansas has a good year this year. They have a brutal schedule. You have Notre Dame and Memphis as the non-con. Then I think you have your Tennessee, your Bama. I think you have, not Bama. You have your Tennessee on your schedule, your Missouri, your Texas, and Oklahoma on the schedule. And I've seen the schedule. So maybe Arkansas may be good enough just to get to 6 wins and win a bowl game and get to a bowl game. For a program like Arkansas, that's not good. They might even win 5 games, so I don't see Sam Pittman sticking around. Another coach I see getting fired in the SEC is Billy Napier. Billy Napier don't know what he's doing at Florida. 6-7 and 5-7, then 8-5, their best year ever. Is that the requirements at Florida? Is win 7 or 8 games, and we build a fucking statue of you, and we worship you like a cult or something? Are you the second coming of Urban Meyer? Are you the best coach they've had since Urban Meyer? Which no, he's not. So, I mean, with only way Billy Napier will save his job is DJ Lagway stays healthy, and things go right, and pieces working together. They could win 8 or 9 games, which realistically I think they'll win 7 or 8 games. If they go below that, Florida's going to have to move into a different direction. Sunbelt Billy don't know what he's doing. He don't know what the fuck he's doing. Another coach I do see getting fired in the SEC is Brent Venables at Oklahoma. A great defensive-minded coach, only had 1 10-win season, 1 good season since he's been there, and that was 2023. And they had 2 losing seasons in the last 2 years, 6-7 and 6-7 in a 2-3 year span. That's not good for a program like Oklahoma. Now, I kind of don't see Brent Venables getting fired because I do think Oklahoma will be a better team. They will turn things around. They got the defense. Offense pieces are going to be healthy. They got John Mateer from Washington State and the offensive coordinator. I like that combo. And I think Oklahoma can win 8 or 9 games. So I don't really see Brent Venables getting fired. Now let's get to the Big Ten. There's only a few names I can think of. And the obvious one is Lincoln Riley. Yeah, I see Lincoln Riley getting fired. They always have one of the worst defenses in the Power 4 and FBS. Great offensive mind. A quarterback genius and a quarterback guru. But when he was at Oklahoma, when they were having success, they had a garbage defense. Lincoln Riley doesn't know the definition of defense. He's allergic to defense. Every time he has to do something about it, He has a bad allergic reaction to it. His face swells up like a damn fucking Cheetos puff or some shit. So it's a possibility that he could get fired, but there's a part of me, so it's kind of 50-50 on him getting fired. Let's say they go below 7-5. He'll get fired. Or if, say they go 8-4, 9-3, if things go right, then I see him staying. Now let's start with the ACC, and the obvious is going to be possibly Dave Duran. Now, Dave Duran has had success at NC State, some good success, winning 8-9 games. I'm not buying into NC State no more. They can't get over the hump. They're all overhyped, and they can't. And they say NC State's that team. They're that team. Even when they take a step back or go a little step forward, nothing happens. So maybe it's time for them to move on from Dave Duran. Now, another ACC program is obvious is Brent Pry from Virginia Tech. 6-7, I think 3-9, 7-6, and 6-7. That's not really good. I'm not buying into Virginia Tech, and I think Virginia Tech is not going to be that good. They were hyped up last year to be one of the top ACC contenders. I don't see that. Yeah, they returned a lot of players last year, but they only won 6 games. So I don't see how they have a winning season. I'm not buying into Virginia Tech. Brent Pry don't look like he knows what he's doing. That's just me. Then you got the coach at Virginia, Tony Elliott. Since they've been there, it's been 3 wins and 5 wins. That's not good. Virginia's been in the dumps. I mean, I heard they got an easy schedule. Maybe they'll be lucky to get to a bowl, win 6 or 7 games. Maybe he won't get fired. But I have high doubts. Coach I know who obviously will get fired, or maybe not, is Mike Norvell. He hasn't had that much success. He's only had 10 wins and 13 wins. That's all. And they went 2-10 last year. They spent all off season suing the ACC, suing the NCAA, suing the world, suing the President of the United States, and suing Jesus. They did all that and not worried about football, and they went 2-10 last year. Now, I do think Florida State can be better, like 7 or 8 wins. But if they still crying about leaving the ACC, still suing your neighbor, or suing President Trump, or Jesus, or your pet cat, or your favorite YouTuber, they'll more likely have another losing season. So Mike Norvell could get fired. So another coach I'd probably see getting fired out of the ACC, there aren't too many that I could think of. Maybe the coach at Cal, because Cal sucks at football. They don't know what they're doing. There you go. So the Big 12, it's Scott Satterfield from Cincinnati. I don't think he knows what he's doing. He's not a good coach. He didn't do too well at Louisville. So they've had 3 wins and 5 wins. Can they turn around this year? Can they not? They have some good pieces, but we'll just have to see. So those are the coaches I think will get fired. The 2025 hot seat. Like and subscribe and all that fun shit. Peace.